Well, there it is. There's your quarter point rate cut from the FOMC meeting today, Jerome Powell. Pretty expected. I mean, I didn't think they were going to do anything out of the ordinary. I did not see a 50. There was concern that they were going to hold steady, but we got our quarter point cut. The market is kind of on pause right now. You're seeing a lot of the top coins like Ethereum and Bitcoin, they're trading sideways. And if you're watching them, they're whiplashing up and down sideways and just liquidating anybody trying to go long or short. So I'd be very careful if you're trading leverage right now. Um, we just got to wait and see what happens. I think sooner or later here, some point this month, the market is going to start to move up. I don't believe that we are going into an elongated bear. I think you're going to see the majors. They are going to move. I don't know if we'll see a full blown alt season yet, but I think you will see the majors move. I think you're going to see Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Cardano, Solana, XLM, HBAR, even coins like Zcash still continue to run. I believe Tau is going to move pretty well. A lot of the major players that have the ETFs. That's plain and simple. As soon as we get that Clarity Act, that's gonna put the fuel on the fire that we need and quantitative easing. So there's still things to come. Um, the market is, like I said, it's holding up. It's not. There's still a lot of uncertainty. There's still some fear in the market, but this is the time where you need to be buying. You need to ignore that fear. You need to ignore the all the naysayers and the bears online. If the market turns the other way, I'll be singing a different tune. But now's the time where you're going to change your fortune. You want to buy stuff now, not in a week or two after the market had already pumped and everything's up 15, 20%. And you're finally saying, oh, okay, we're in a bull market. I'm going to buy now. Because at that point, it becomes way riskier. You're either becoming exit liquidity or you're just going to get lucky. So I don't want to be exit liquidity, and I've been through it before, where I bought in at the highs and got flushed out at the lows, and man, does that sucks. That hurts. That makes you feel like, oh, it's a scam. This market's rigged, or you just completely doubt yourself, and you're like, I don't know what I'm doing. Well, that's okay. You need to learn. So that's why I'm here. I'm here to help as many people as I can. Like I said, I believe that this is the lows are in. That's my opinion. That it could end up being wrong. We could get a black swan or something else crazy like October 10th, and you know, then the downward pressure continues. But I'm 99% sure that we are going to see things turn around. Do I know when? No, I don't. But just looking at things, we're close. We're very close. So, with that being said, keep looking at the charts. If you have any questions on what you should be looking at, please comment down below. Um, I love interacting with anybody who, whether it's positive or negative, it doesn't bother me. Everybody has their opinions on things. So, if there's anything that you want me to look at, if there's a coin that I never cover that you want covered, put it down below. I'll look at it and I'll tell you what I think. So there's a lot of coins that I don't have that I wish I could get my hands on, but you can't spread yourself so thin that you don't have a large position in at least a few coins. So I have many positions in some small caps, but I also have large positions in a couple majors, and that's it. I don't have any Bitcoin. I don't have any Ethereum. Do I trade them? Yeah, I trade them with leverage very sporadically. I'm not a day trader. I like to be patient and wait for the right things to play out. But and that's just from experience, because the more you trade, the more likely it is that you're gonna watch your account go down. So you got to be sure. You got to wait for a breakout, and you got to wait for a retest. And you got to be ready to pull the trigger when it happens, and you set your stop losses tight, and whatever happens happens. And if it goes well, great. If it doesn't, you can sit and wait and watch and see if, they were just trying to wash people out before it does move, or you move on to the next one. That's it. So you always got to be on the hunt. Biggest thing right now is if you get over leveraged, they will wash you out. The market makers are hunting liquidity because the market needs it. So if it was me, I would just be spot buying. I'm not even trading with 1% of my portfolio anymore. It's less than that. Any chance I get, I move some of that money over into a coin that looks like it's in a great spot to buy. So with all that being said, guys, that's all I got for today. Time of this video was right at the end of the FOMC meeting when they were starting to take questions. So like I said, I think it was pretty dovish. That's just my opinion. I didn't think it was hawkish. There was a positive outlook on things for 2026, especially in the first question that was asked, directed at Jerome Powell, and he said that he does foresee the markets turning in a positive direction in 2026. So, like I said, with all that being said, like and subscribe, share this far and wide. God bless.